Bula Vinaka, and thank you for being part of today's webinar with Outsource Fiji. In today's session, we will be looking at some of the frequently asked questions about the LearningPlanet Scholarship being offered by Outsource Fiji. Now, I know a lot of you have questions like, do I qualify for this scholarship even though I'm working? Or do I get, how do I get the letter of unemployment? Or is the application still open? So with us today, we have two lovely ladies who will be clearing all your doubts about the LearningPlanet Scholarship, and those of you who have joined us on the Zoom platform and our Facebook pages, welcome once again to this webinar. Feel free to drop in your questions in the Q&A section or in the comment section below, and we will be answering them as we move along. First up, we have Ms. Hetal Patel, who will give you a quick run through of what this scholarship is about, all the different modules and pathways that you get to do under this scholarship. Hetal, the virtual stage is all yours.
Thank you, Shivika. I'd like to share my screen before I proceed with this presentation. Just give me a minute. Okay, so now as you can see on my screen, it's a LearningPlanet pathway. In this, Outsource Fiji is offering a 1-month tailor-made program dedicated to boosting your soft skills capabilities. This pathway encompasses a thoughtfully curated selection of courses, videos, interactive exercises designed to cultivate essential skills for personal and professional growth. Recognizing the increasing demands for soft skills in the modern workforce, we have handpicked these 9 pathways to empower learners with a comprehensive understanding of the course content. Engage with us on this journey to develop and refine your skills for a more successful and a fulfilling career. The first pathway is the communication skills pathway. In this pathway, there are 8 stages. Through this structured and progressive learning experience, you can improve your verbal and non-verbal communications, public speaking, and interpersonal skills. The content is designed to be engaging, catering to various learning styles and preferences. Whether you are a professional seeking to improve client interactions or simply looking to become a more effective communicator, this pathway will provide valuable insights and practical techniques to help you succeed in your content. The second pathway is the customer service pathway. In this pathway, there are 12 stages as stated on the screen. This pathway focuses on fostering essentials, skills such as active listening, problem solving, conflict resolutions, empathy, effective communication, and building strong customer relationships. This pathway also provides valuable insights and actionable strategies to elevate your customer service proficiency. The third pathway is the telephone etiquette pathway. In this pathway, this module is a specialized training program aimed at enhancing individual telephone communication skills and etiquette. This comprehensive pathway includes courses, videos, and various aspects of telephone communications. In this pathway, the participant will learn how to answer calls professionally, use appropriate languages, tones, practice active listening, and handle difficult callers. The fourth pathway is the sales skills pathway. As stated on your screen, it has 8 stages. In this pathway, the goal is to offer valuable insights and strategies that can significantly improve participant sales performance and success. Within these pathways, the learners will acquire essential skills, including effective prospecting, communicating, and potential clients, building reports and trust, handling objections, and fostering long-term customer relationships. The next pathway is the challenging customer pathway. In this pathway, there are also 12 stages, and this pathway is about customer support and other roles involving frequent customer interaction. This pathway's primary objective is to equip participants with valuable insights and tools, enabling them to handle difficult customer situations and with confidence. The next pathway is the leadership essentials pathway. In this pathway, whether you're a new leader looking to establish a strong foundation or an experienced leader aiming to enhance your leadership skills, this pathway will aim to deliver valuable guidance, expertise, and ensure success in your leadership roles. The next pathway, as you can see, is time management pathway. In this pathway, there are 6 stages. This pathway is helpful in presenting useful techniques and strategies applicable in real-life scenarios to boost productivity and time efficiency. The next pathway is the management conflict pathway. In this pathway, there are eight stages, which is aiming for active listening skills, mastering assertive communication, employing de-escalation techniques, and practicing negotiations, and implementing effective resolution strategies. The last pathway that I'll be talking about is the improving mental health pathway. In this pathway is a practical and empowering equipping individuals with valuable tools and techniques that can be easily integrated into their daily lives to enhance mental health and emotional well-being. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hetal. I'd just like to reiterate your point here. I mean, Hetal, this scholarship is about broadening an individual's soft skills and leadership skills. At the same time, I feel it's noteworthy for applicants to know that through this scholarship, you get a chance to sort of become an ideal candidate to work in the outsourcing industry. While at the same time, after you're done with this scholarship, you become a part of the outsourcing industry talent pool database. And through that database, our current BPOs and members rather get to hire you when they have job openings. Now that's exciting, isn't it? I think our applicants or interested applicants would want to know more about this and actually how to apply for this scholarship. After all, there are 100 scholarships available, and we have Outsource Fiji's Executive Director, Ms. Shagufta Janif, with us, who will be going through the application requirement. Shagufta, over to you.
Blavinaka, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me clearly. Okay, so thank you so much for joining in today's session, and we are happy to take on your questions that you may have. But just to start off, I'd just like to give you a bit of a run through around the guidelines, the criteria, and of course, how you can fill in the application form as well. So let's go on to, let me just share my screen quickly. Yes. Sorry, let me just go on to the scholarship. Can you all see my screen? Okay, great. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to access our website. So go on to our website, www.outsourcefiji.com. And then on that, you'll see the tabs over here. You'll see resources, and then you'll go down on to scholarship. So when you click on scholarship, you'll come on to this page. And this basically tells you about the criteria, the pathways that Hertel just discussed a while ago. And of course, the benefits of the scholarship, which Shivika also highlighted. Just to add on to something, this scholarship offers you an access to a platform that is being designed according to the NZQA certificate courses in the contact centers in New Zealand. So essentially, you're getting some international accredited skills whilst you're pursuing your courses through this virtual platform. And it has been developed by LearningPlanet, which is one of the training, sort of online training institutions in New Zealand as well. So the qualifying criteria that we have for the scholarship, of course, the first one that we have placed in here is that in your educational background, you must have Form 6 pass qualifications. This is also a requirement if you are applying for entry-level positions in the industry. So that is one of the criteria that we have. Now, regarding employment status, we have mentioned that you need to, this program is specifically catered towards those individuals who do not have access to employment at this stage, and they're actively looking for work. So we are trying to build this as a pathway for them to be able to access job opportunities, essentially. So the only thing that we need to clarify your unemployment status is a signed letter by the JP who can confirm that you are unemployed. The other thing that we have introduced, as you may have heard in the video that we posted yesterday, is that we are opening this up to workers who are sort of in the volunteering spaces or who are in casual employment. They can also apply, but you have to give us a proof of the letter stating that you are in casual employment only. That is something that we have changed in this round of application. The age criteria, of course, if you want to become employed, you need to be above 18 years of age. So that is our minimum age requirement. And the most important bit is the commitment and motivation aspect. So you will be given access for a month to complete the 9 different modules that Hetal just went through. And what we're trying to encourage is that if you complete all of these modules successfully, like Shivika has mentioned, you will be placed in our talent pool database. And the talent pool database is something that our BPOs, our members, access continuously to search for talent and to recruit when they have job openings in their organizations. So we need individuals who are committed and motivated to complete the entire program within a month. And it doesn't take a long time. Some of the subject areas, some of the specific modules just take about 1 or 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours to complete. So if you look at it, 1 month is a lot of time for you to be able to complete the 9 different modules. And most of the individuals, so you are actually doing this concurrently with some of the BPO members and their staff. Some of the staff from the BPO industry who are currently working within the industry are also doing this course with you, and they have been able to successfully complete it within a short space of time. So you don't have to worry about that. um, and then, of course, in terms of availability and dedication, all that you require is good internet connectivity, one, and an access to a computer or laptop to be able to do this course because it's completely virtual. And then we come on down to the application requirements. So you'll need a valid photo ID, a copy of your birth certificate, a joint ID card, an unemployment letter, like I mentioned before, your Form 6 examination results, university transcripts, or any certificates that you may have done through the university, you can send it to us as well, and a copy of your CV, including 2 referees. Now, I'll take you through the form in a bit, but so you'll have to, we highly encourage that you fill in the online application forms. We have seen some emails coming through. We have seen some messenger messages coming through with the applications and CVs and other things. I'd just like to let you know we will not accept all of those because we'd like for you to go through the application form. It has some specific requirements. It has some specific questions that you need to answer to be able to qualify for the scholarship. I'll now just take you through the form. So when you click on that link that was there before, you click on this link, you will be taken through to this form here. This again talks about, the application details, how many scholarships we have available, the deadline, which has now been extended to next week, Monday, as per announcement yesterday. So this again goes through the qualifying criteria. The interesting part about the I think application form is that it's on Google, so you have to upload all of your documents here by clicking on this button. Some of the people I think were confused on where they had to upload the documents. So if you just go in here, add a file, then you can upload all of these documents in this space here. As you can see, all are compulsory. You'll need to write your full name as indicated in your ID. We've received some applications where the name is slightly different from the ID. So no nicknames, your full real names that's on your ID or your birth certificate. That's very important. And this part is very essential. You need to enter your email address. Now, this email address will be used to register you on the LearningPlanet platform, and you will be given all your communication, your certificates, everything on this platform here itself. So that is why email address where we can reach you on, and we will not be able to change it later on. So when you apply, ensure that you apply with the correct email address. You'll need to enter your mobile number in case we need to reach out to you if there are any technical issues, etc. So we will notify you on your mobile number. We'll also create a Viber group just to get everyone together and see how we can communicate, see how we can sort of, foster that community of you all doing something together. So it just brings that about. So please enter your correct mobile number as well. It's essential for us to communicate with you, let you know if you're successful for the scholarships as well. Yeah, so these are just some of the general questions that we have. So what is your highest level of qualification? You can select whichever applies to you. And then, of course, you'll need to let us know if you're currently employed or not. It talks about your work experience. Now, the competency assessment section is basically just trying to understand your level of understanding, how well you can understand questions or you can comprehend the questions, and how you can respond to them. Now, we'll save these responses as well when we do our database for the talent pool availability. Sorry about that. When we do the database for the talent pool availability, your answers will be recorded there as well. So the employers who are looking to recruit, they can access this database and they can get this information there as well, and they'll be able to assess your skills in terms of your writing and your communication skills as well. Yeah, so these are 2 questions that you will need to answer. And then there is an interesting part, which is a video. So you'll have to record a video of yourself. And this is the script that you will be reading. So this basically helps us assess your reading and your voice quality, and what are the areas that we think that you can improve on through the scholarship program that we are providing you. So this in itself helps us to understand you better as an applicant and how we can further assist you in your development goals. So that is it around the application form. I'll just hand it over to Shivika. Okay, before I hand it over to Shivika, I think one of the things that we missed out was that the 9 modules that you'll do, once you complete each of the modules, you'll get a certification at the end. So it's not like you'll get just one certification for completing the 9. You'll get, by the end of the program, you'll have 9 certificates to your name. Yeah, so that's one of the bits that I wanted to add. Over to you, Shivika.
Thank you so much, Shagufta. If you could just stop sharing your screen. We've got a couple of questions coming in. I think someone is asking, I'm 35 years old and wish to apply. I'm unemployed. Am I eligible to apply? So I think Shagufta covered that. If you are above 18 years old and are unemployed or are working casually, yes, you are eligible to apply. Another question was for scholarships criteria. Shagufta just went over that. So someone is asking, Shagufta, the unemployment letter, should it be written by me or by the JP?
Sorry, thank you for that question. Yes, you can draft the letter and you can write the letter, compose it, you can sign it off, and you can have it countersigned or cited by the JP, approved by the JP. So that's fine.
Thank you so much. We've got, I think Rudy is asking, can you please put out the 9 modules again? I think Rudy will do that in a bit. We'll just quickly share our website, and then it has the 9 modules there, but we'll get back to that. The next question is, for those of us who don't have that much reference, can we have the head of Matangali as reference?
Yes, that should be fine. We definitely accept that. That is fine. Thank you.
Thanks, Shagufta. I think someone else is asking that they don't have their Form 6 transcript. Would they still be able to apply?
We would highly recommend that you try and reach out to the Ministry of Education. I think they should be able to assist you if you give them all the details of your school and your name and other things. I think through your birth certificate, they should be able to get your results out. But if in case you're not able to within the time, if you have any other high school results, maybe your annual report or your other exam results that you may have, you can also send that to us for, we will definitely consider that.
Thank you, Shagufta. So I'm just going through the questions, but I think someone is asking, will I receive a scholarship fund? How does that work?
Hi, I'd like to answer that question. So in this, you will not be receiving a scholarship fund. It is a fully virtual program that is fully funded by Outsource Fiji for the people who are interested in taking up the course. So in this, you will only be given a certificate after you have completed the module. Thank you.
So we will not need you, sorry. So we will not need your resignation or termination letter. Maybe what you can do is when you take the letter to the JP for signing off, you can show them your resignation or termination letter. And then the JP can view that and sign that off. Yep.
Thank you, Shagufta. Another question is, I think this is directed to Hetal. Someone is saying I'm from Vanua Levu, but I don't think I can travel to Suva to study. But I'm really interested. Please help.
Okay, this is for someone who is not able to travel to VT level. So just a background on the modules. It is a fully virtual course. All you need to have is access to a laptop and a computer and internet, and you should be able to go through the courses and module and obtain the certificates accordingly. Thank you.
Thanks, Heather. Someone says that they have already applied by sending a short video and the CV, but they haven't uploaded their result. I think maybe Shagufta can take this question.
Sure. Yep. So if you can just maybe drop an email and send that to us and just let us know the name and the email address you used to sort of apply for the scholarship, and we'd be able to include that in your application. Yeah.
Thanks, Shagufta. So another question we've got is, do I have to pay back Outsource Fiji or the government for the LearningPlanet scholarship?
Yep, I'll take that question. No. So if you successfully complete your program, if you successfully complete all the 9 modules, you do not have to pay anyone back, nor are you going to be liable for anything else. So, but the one thing that I'd like to highlight is when you do come on board and when you do accept the scholarship, you need to confirm and you need to accept that you will complete the program within the time frame that has been allocated to you. Now, in case if you're not able to complete it or if you don't, start it up, we might at that stage, at that time, ask you to pay Outsource Fiji back, because the thing is that we are giving equal and accessible opportunities to everyone. And if you're given the scholarship and you don't do the program, you don't do the courses, you essentially have taken someone else's possibilities or someone else's chances of completing that program. So we encourage 100% participation. And if you're not able to participate and if you're not going to complete the course, you may be liable to pay us back for that scholarship.
Thank you. Thank you, Shagufta. So I guess someone is asking, how about FNU certificate? Can it be used to apply? So I'm guessing yes, that certificate can be used to apply, isn't it, Shagufta?
Yes, definitely. If you have a certificate from FNU or from any of the other institutions, even if you've done some online certifications, you can also include that and send it across to us, and we'll definitely keep that into consideration. Yeah.
Thank you. Hetal, someone is saying, will it be okay if we use our own personal laptops if we don't have personal phones rather, if we don't have access to laptops?
Yes, you can do the modules from your phone, but it is strongly recommended that you have access to a laptop and a computer, because in this module, there's 3 parts to doing the course. The first bit is watching a video, and then after that, you'll be required to do a quiz. Once the quiz is completed, you'll be directed to another page whereby you have to fill a workbook. And for that, you will require a laptop and a computer access. Thank you.
Thank you, Hetal. So a lot of questions coming in. So after completing the course, will we automatically receive a job at any outsourcing business or company?
Yep, I'll take that question. So essentially, thank you for that question. I think it's a very valid question. Um, we cannot guarantee you a job. Of course, it's with any degree or any qualification that you do. We as an institution cannot guarantee you a job, but what we will do from our end is, like I said before, and I think Hetal and Shivika also mentioned it before, is we'll add you to our talent pool database. And this database, along with your CV, along with your results and your certificates, will be shared with our BPOs, our members who are actively recruiting for positions. So you will essentially have direct access through that. So we'll create this as, we'll use this as a pathway to build that, to give you the right skills to be a part of this industry. And then you will have better chances, I'd say, of getting employed by the BPOs and by our members.
Thank you. Thank you, Shagufta. So we've got a question which says, can you please confirm what time or date we should be expecting a call in regards to the scholarship application?
Thank you. I'd like to take this question. So, as you may be aware that the application deadline ends on the 7th of August, which is next week. So, after the application closes, we'll need at least 2 weeks to go through all the applications and select the participants who will qualify for this program. So, the program login access details should be given to all the successful participants towards the the beginning of September. Thank you.
Thanks, Hetal. So I think the other question is, do we have to do both video and audio for the last part, or can we choose either one? So I think there's only video, if I'm not wrong. Shagufta, isn't it?
Yeah, it's highly recommended that you do the video. But if in case you're not able to do the video, then you can just record an audio. So that's fine.
Thank you. One of the other questions that came through is that someone has sent, I think Hetal had already spoken about this earlier on, but they have sent their documents by email and they haven't heard back. So can you please, they're asking us if we could please confirm if we've received their documents.
Thank you, Shivika. So all the applications that are done via our online application forms have been received to Outsource Fiji, and the applications, if you feel that the application that you have sent may not have come through us, can you just provide us the details via an email? And then we will send you the link whereby you can go and apply for the scholarship. Thank you.
Thank you, Hetal. Another question we received is, This is in regards to the Learning Planet resources being mapped to support the NZQA certificate courses in contact centers. So this person is asking if these certificates are recognized by the NZQA or rather if it's recognized by New Zealand.
Yep, I can take that question. Thank you. That's a very good question. So when you hear the word mapped, so it means that it matches the NZQA certifications, and it's been developed by an international organization known as LearningPlanet. And they work with the NZQA to ensure that the certificates and the programs that they offer, modules that they offer, are relevant to the NZQA qualifications. Now, because these are very short courses and these are short modules, it doesn't give you the NZQA certificates, but it's a building block to that. So later on, if you want to do a NZQA certificate course, these could be used as building blocks of knowledge to be able to acquire those certifications in future. Yep.
Thank you. I hope that answered your question. I think we have one final question, but if you have some more questions, please drop it in the Q&A section below, and we've got Hetal and Shagufta to answer them. Now, the last question that we've got so far is, this has been already addressed, but I'll just go ahead and ask. Someone is studying part-time at a tertiary institution, but is unemployed. Is he or she eligible to apply?
Definitely, we encourage students from the tertiary institutions, if you're looking to work for the industry and if you want to get into the industry, please do apply for the scholarship. You can definitely come on board and do this course aside from the main program that you're studying at university. So that's completely fine. You're most welcome to apply.
Thank you. I think that also answers another question where someone asked, I'm already in a university, can I still apply? So yes, you've heard it from Shagufta, you can apply. I think we've got someone asking, can you please confirm if all the courses will be virtual or we would be required for a face-to-face session as well? Yes, confirming once again, Hetal had mentioned that all the courses will be done virtually. So if you're based in, say, Vanuatu, if you're based in Nandi, if you're based in Singatoka, or even in Suva, you don't have to travel anywhere, but just have your laptop and your data with you, and then you can go ahead and complete your sessions or complete your modules. How many slots are available there for this scholarship? We've got 100 slots available, so you could be one of the 100 people who gets accepted for this scholarship. Just waiting to see if there are any more questions. I think we've pretty much covered it all. But Shagufta, do you have anything to add on, or Hetal, did you want to add on to anything else right now?
Hi. Sorry. Hello? Yes. I think we covered everything. And thank you everyone who've been asking questions and who've joined in, and also to those who have sent in their applications. I just saw one question that someone asked about having just one referee. If you can get someone else as your character reference, doesn't have to be, your referee does not have to be from an employee or an employer. It could be your a college professor, it could be your high school teacher, it could be someone from your village who knows you and can give you a character reference. So that is something that you can mention within your CV. That is completely fine. So yeah, thank you. And I don't think we have anything else to add, but just a big Vinakava Kalevu for joining us today. And we are looking forward to receiving your applications. And after this session, if you have any other questions, please feel free to email us. You can also call us, and you can drop us your messages on the social media pages that we have. Yeah, so all the best.